Maybe I'm just nostalgic, or maybe it's truly magical. Oh, when I see that castle, the feeling is truly magical. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe it's truly magic.
20 years ago, this movie came out.
This was a Disney Channel original movie.
20 years ago, we watched Halloweentown.
20 years ago, we saw Halloweentown for the first time.
For the first time.
Welcome to the DisNeatoPodcast.
This is Andrew.
And this is Brooke.
And again, welcome to the DisNeatoPodcast.
If you didn't guess it by now, we're going to be discussing and watching the Disney Channel original movie that first premiered on October 17th, 1998.
20 years ago.
It's 20 years ago.
20 years old.
And it goes by the title of
Halloweentown!
Which was my number one Disney Channel original movie. Oh, no, it wasn't. That was Brink. It was number 2. I lie. Nothing usurps Brink.
Sorry if that was really loud with us yelling there. We're really excited about this.
It was loud in my ears. That's what we're doing tonight. We're going to be rewatching Halloweentown. Producer Matt has actually never seen it. That's how we know he's garbage. I'm kidding, Matt. We love you. I'm actually very excited for you to watch this. It's super good. Unless it doesn't hold up as an adult, and that will be sad for us and you.
I thought he's seen every Disney movie that exists.
He's a liar.
I've seen all the Disney animated films that have ever
How do you know this isn't animated?
That's not
Because
a
I
lot.
see the DVD case.
You didn't see it earlier when you were walking all around this house looking for it.
Because you guys played a mean prank on me. I was just trying to get this started.
I don't know if it was really a mean prank.
It was a prank.
It was a prank. I don't know if it was mean. We hid the Halloweentown DVD from Matt because, yes, it's on DVD. God forbid we stream anything.
Stream it.
Yeah. Although my Apple TV is not working right now anyway.
New report comes out. We got to make drastic measures to change our environmental impact. And this MF over here is buying up every DVD
this
known to man.
This Matt Felly.
Frickin' Matt Felly.
Freaking Matt Felly. What are we going to do?
Buying up DVDs, so Matt, think about the environment.
I know. I'm not throwing them out. I'm keeping them. They've already been produced.
I mean, they could be recycled. Can you recycle DVDs? You can recycle anything.
I think so.
Except, like, things you can't.
Switzerland recycles anything. Is it Switzerland or Norway? One of them import trash because they have such good recycling. I don't know why nobody else in the fucking world is doing that, but hey.
Yeah. We need to get better at recycling. Save the earth. Save the ocean. Save the whales.
All right. Well, as previous episodes of this, we will be stopping every 30 minutes to kind of just give our thoughts and opinions until we get to the end of the movie.
How long is this movie?
Really quick. I met this girl on Friday. Actually, it wasn't my first time meeting her, but it was like my first time being able to like actually interact with her. She's actually the wife of one of our coworkers, but she loves Disney. Big Disney fan. I told her we had a podcast, and she's like, "What's your favorite Disney movie? I need to know everyone's favorite Disney movie right now." And she like went around the table, and I went first, obviously. And she was like, "What's yours?" I was like, "Pocahontas." And she's like, "Wow, you knew that with authority." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I did." She's like, "My favorite." Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Sleeping Beauty. And I was like, "No."
Friendship over.
I was like, "Why? Why do you like that boring movie?" And she said it's the colors. And it's like, she really likes the colors in it. And she watched it a lot when she was little, so it's nostalgic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when she was like, the colors, I was like, "But have you seen Moana?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Those colors are pretty." She's like, "They are." But yeah, I just thought it was funny. We just tore that movie to shreds. And then I meet someone who's like, "I love it." And I'm like, "Fuck that movie." But you're really cool, but fuck that movie.
See, guys, all of you who love Sleeping Beauty, you can still be cool, but you're wrong.
She was really cool. She's very funny. You
Yeah,
just
no,
don't have
everybody-
good taste in Disney movies, and that's all right.
Yeah.
She loves Harry Potter, so she has that going for her.
I just don't understand how your justification
do you
for
want-
your
you want the
favorite
third
Disney
cookie?
movie is the colors.
You want the third cookie?
I can get the third cookie once we start the movie. Don't worry.
Do I want the third cookie?
Yes,
Yes,
you deserve
do.
the
You
third
earned
cookie.
the third cookie.
I love cookies.
That's
I
what it's
love
there for.
cookies, Charles. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dive in.
Actually, Matt, I found out the movie's approximately 84 minutes long, so I thought we could divvy it into 4 quadrants.
minutes.
So we have 21 minutes of watching, and then we speak. Just to keep the viewers consistently engaged.
I don't want them to be expecting 30 minutes when it's really 21.
And us to, like, rush and say, like...
Yeah, but then I would counter that with, like, well, probably at least 4 of those minutes is closing credits, so why don't we just do 20 minutes apiece?
That's fine. I just don't want them to think we're waiting 30.
You boys and your math. I'm over here just like, yeah, stop the movie anytime and we'll talk. All right.
Ooh,
Right,
let's do it at random. Okay, we're doing it at random.
Anytime between 20 and 30 minutes, we'll give it an old stop.
Oh, I'm thinking
Or
like
15 to 10 minutes.
a minute and a half.
Sometimes 3 to 5
She fell down the
minutes.
stairs.
Maybe just when the movie's over.
She stood back up.
Guys, she blinked.
Blink again.
Up, we have a scene change.
Oh, the music's adjusting.
Welcome back.
We've just arrived at Halloweentown.
Choo, choo.
USA. I believe it's in the USA. I have no idea where Halloweentown is.
Out of this world.
Another dimension.
I think so. They kind of blasted through the galaxy.
They magic school bust that shit through some strangely colored clouds.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been introduced to the central characters, which is Marley and Whore. I almost said Marley Whore. Marley and her siblings.
Is it Marley or Marnie?
Marnie,
Marnie.
yes. Why am I saying Marley? Kill me.
I just want to make sure I
Marnie.
wasn't writing it wrong.
Well, Marnie's dumb. It's a dumb name. We'll call her Marley now. And
Mar.
then I don't remember her brother's name. Is it like Tim?
I have,
Douchebag.
yeah, I just have like this kid written down.
I want to call him Tim because he kind of looks like the boy in Jurassic Park. His name is Tim.
Is it the same kid?
No,
Oh, no.
because that was 93. That movie came out. This is 98. He would have aged backwards.
That's true. That's not, yeah.
And then her little sister Sophie, as well as her mom and her grandmother Aggie Cromwell, who's a witch.
The Cromwell family.
So Marnie and little Timmy, I guess, just snuck onto the bus that their grandmother took to go back to Halloweentown, and they have just arrived. So thus far, your thoughts?
His name's Dylan, by the way.
Dylan.
Oh, he is
Little Timmy.
freaking Dylan.
What a 90s name.
Uh-huh.
Dylan is so 90s.
So far, this movie is that so 90s right now.
It is.
I'm liking it so far.
Are you?
I am. I'm enjoying it.
What do you like about it?
So I've got a couple notes.
Really? You have... Brooke, Matt took notes.
Matt, you took notes?
Wow.
Since when?
Only 3 paragraphs this time?
Yeah, I just realized you're being facetious, and that hurts. So I started off saying that the opening shot makes me just really nostalgic for when Halloween used to look like that, where there'd just be like hundreds of kids running around in costumes. I feel like now I just wait for 20-minute increments for like a child to come up with their family, and I'm like, where's...
What happened to all the trick-or-treaters? When did that stop?
Abductions.
Those have been going on since the dawn of time.
Shootings. Internet.
Fox News.
Television.
Child predators.
The
All-
millennial.
Millennials.
Millennials.
Ruined
They
trick or treating. God damn it!
Yeah,
what
but-
have we done?
Yeah, just blame it on us.
But yeah, no, the brother's a real douche. I love him.
He's so Dylan, little Timmy, whatever you want to call him.
He's your
he
know-it-all.
is the quintessential chode.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
hate him.
That's
I
a
got
good
a couple
word.
choice quotes from him in here. One of my favorites is, "She gets B's and C's. I get the A's."
Awful.
It's another man making himself superior to a woman. Wow, we've always lived in the patriarchy and we know it.
Yeah.
Well, and then there's like the
He's really
grandmother-
trying to like boost himself
Yeah,
up.
it's like chill out.
and the grandmom's like reading the book, and he's basically just like pushing his glasses up his nose and being like, "Oh, excuse me, we have impressionable young children in this room. Maybe you should tell her its story."
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Grandma was kind of like encouraging Marnie to be into like into Halloween, little Timmy runs up to his mom and is like, encouragement is not good. And it's just like, shut up, you little twerp. Like, let your sister have some fun.
He's that guy at the office you hate.
Which one?
Exactly. He's all of them.
You know who Dylan could date?
Belle.
Fucking Belle.
Yeah.
Him and Belle can be pretentious little pricks together.
I love Marnie's like very long potato speech early on. She's just like, well, look, your youngest daughter's just a piece of furniture standing at the window, and I'm just going to sit here like a vegetable. Look at me. I'm a potato. My roots are in the ground. Aren't you happy? Like, it's very sassy.
She is so mouthy to
Yeah.
her mother in the beginning. Like, my mom, like, first of all, I was a sassy kid. I know. Hard to believe. But I was. And I talked back a lot in my day. But, man, my parents would lay the fucking smack down on me. If I was, like, giving all those, like, head bops, like, meh. Like, what did she say to her mom?
You got a quick backhand on the mouth.
Yeah. My mom was like, Ashley, what the hell did you just say? And I'm like, that's not even my real name. And she's just like, smack.
I know it's not, but the actress who plays Sophie, I keep thinking of the movie Matilda. Like, she kind of reminds me.
Oh,
of-
Mara Wilson?
Yeah.
She's not even close.
She looks nothing like her, but like just her like making a cookie fly and everything. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm watching Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
And then the grandmother, as we pointed out, is basically just Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus
Miss Frizzle.
mixed with Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Grandmother Aggie Cromwell, obviously R.I.P.
Her name's Aggie. I love that.
Yeah. What's her real life name? Something Reynolds?
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie
Yeah.
Reynolds. Yep. She was Carrie Fisher's mom, or is Carrie Fisher's mom. Obviously, R.I.P. Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, there's a lot of obviously
Lots of
RIPs.
RIP.
It's
Yeah.
very upsetting. And then I'm trying to see what else we got here. The mom kind of sucks. Like, really not liking the mom at all.
I mean, think about her life. She is a redhead. She has
Yeah.
a horrible choice. So her husband's dead.
Yeah.
We gather that.
Single
Obviously,
mom.
R.I.P.
Lots of RIP here.
And I feel like she just started wearing his clothes because that's what it looks like.
Oh, it was late 90s.
She's wearing her dead husband's clothes.
Yes.
That was the late 90s trend. Her oldest daughter is a fucking weirdo.
Slash bitch.
/ smart ass little bitch.
Yeah.
Her son is a pretentious asshole. Her youngest daughter is actually really cute,
She's my favorite.
but she can steal cookies whenever she wants. That's got to be a little frustrating.
So you can't trust her.
Also, she's not even eating till like 10 o'clock at night. Like, I
what's up
would
with
be
that?
grumpy
She
too.
cooks for the kids real late.
Really?
So what she got going
fried
on?
chicken. She
took
cooked them
some
fried
benzos
chicken
is
at
what
like
she did.
she is so hammered on wine and benzos right now.
She didn't make
She
that
doesn't
fried
know
chicken.
where the fuck she is.
Well, and then Marnie's got like all these weird lines that just don't feel natural for a 13-year-old to say. Like the one I have two written down. She goes, "Hey, a pentagram," which is like a weird thing for anybody.
Matt,
to
have
ever
you
say.
ever been a 13-year-old witch?
No, but she
Well,
also goes,
I have,
I'm-
and that's normal.
Yeah.
I'm a Wiccan instead of being like I'm a witch.
Well, she's very into all of the Halloween-esque things. Anything
Yeah.
associated with Halloween and being
And-
spooky or
That's
scary.
true.
It's her passion.
I'm acting like I wasn't an
And was it-
8-year-old that was
was
like,
she-
Frankenstein was the name of the doctor, not the monster dad.
Exactly.
Was she a Wiccan or was she a
Was it
pagan?
really?
Because like her outfit looked very paganistic, paganish.
Who?
Marnie, her costume, she looked like a pagan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
she didn't-
more the gypsy.
She kind of looked like the mix between like a jester,
Yes.
a gypsy, and a pagan.
Yes.
Okay,
Which
so
I
That's
guess
what she
is a
was,
witch.
which I guess is a Wiccan. So there you go.
I got 3 more things to talk about from the notes. So there.
That's telling us what we were here to
yeah,
talk about.
Three,
Well, no,
three more
just-
things.
No,
So-
yes, go ahead.
So the Halloweentown book comes out, which it looks like a Goosebumps book, like the font and everything kind of looks
Late
like
'90s,
yeah.
Matt. Late '90s.
But then Marnie is clearly drawn in the book, and then again, douchebag brother's just like that looks nothing like her.
It's
Really?
such a brother thing to say. Because, like, the cartoon witch looked like Marnie, and he's like, there's no resemblance.
And didn't he say like she's way cuter or something like that?
I don't know. He probably said something asshole-ish, like, she has more folds in her brain than you do, I can tell.
What a
He's a
douche.
dickhead.
Man, that would cut me to the core if someone said that to me.
I'd be like, you know what? You're probably right. I never said I was smart.
I have one note here because the first act of magic that we really see is the grandmother takes
The fried
leftover
chicken.
and turns it into a chicken, but then turns it back into fried chicken. And all I could think was like, that's got to be real fucked up for the chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chicken's like, I'm back. And it's like, nope.
Dead again.
And I'm back to being fried.
But then right when she leaves, she says, enjoy your leftovers. And then while the leftover chicken's in the fridge, she turns it back to a real life chicken.
Yeah.
The
And then
chicken's
leaves
like,
that.
And I'm back.
You know why, though? It's a beautiful thing, in my opinion. You know, because her and the daughter, she was like, I need your help. I need you to come back and do your magic. Here's the thing. This is not a spoiler alert either. This is a premonition. The mom clearly,
foreshadowing.
secretly loves her magic powers and Halloweentown. But she's got kids. She's a mama bird. She's got to, settle down, do the right thing. She had to be powerhouse for a while. But Grandma knows this, so Grandma turned that little bag of chicken into a chicken again in the fridge because Mom has to turn it back, and it's going to make her do her power, and she's going to have fun with it, and she's going to do some other things. She'll be back.
Good call. Good call.
That's my guess.
That guess from someone who's definitely never watched this before.
Yes.
In their
I
life.
have, but
Andrew has
I
never
have
seen
not
it.
seen it in about 15
He
years,
has
though.
never seen it.
And then the last thing
I've
is
never
that
seen it on the flat screen TV, I'll tell you that much.
the kids board a bus, but we all got a laugh out of the bus pulling up like any regular bus. And they're
Yeah,
just like,
the
"Where'd
bus.
that bus
The
come
bus pulls up, and they're like, "Where'd the bus come from?" It's like from down the street, you idiot! Like it drove.
But nobody questioned the clearly out of place stop sign that had a cobweb for the sign.
Yeah, they're like, "Where did this bus stop come from?"
Yeah, that wasn't said.
Oh, okay. Whoa, where did this come from?
A
This
school
is
bus.
unspeakable. God damn kids.
Silly kids. But that's what's going on. But they made it to Halloweentown.
They're in Halloweentown now.
Something spooky happened right before, though. It's a little thing that happened right before we paused the movie. They got out of the bus. Grandma looked around when she was talking to her friend, but there was that figure in the window that was looking down over them. So we do know that there is possibly an evil
There
being
is
lurking.
an ominous being.
Would you consider him the
About-
antagonist of the film? Was that the antagonist?
Yeah,
I forget theater stuff.
that would be the antagonist because you have your protagonist, who's the good guy, right?
Yeah, right? Adam?
Right?
Say Adam.
Yeah, you did. That's fine.
You
That
I'll
was
take
weird.
it. I'll take it. That's fine. That works.
I'm calling
I'm
my
Adam.
roommate's name now. Hey, Matt.
Adam! We should call him and be like, Adam, you gotta look this up for us. What's the difference between an antagonist and a protagonist?
Who's the bad guy in the movie?
Antagonist. Okay. Yeah, we're right. Why are we second
What's the
guessing ourselves?
protagonist?
The hero of the movie.
The
Yeah,
hero
so good.
of the day.
Yeah, why are we paying him? We don't need him.
We're not paying.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you might be. I just never received a check. Anyway, so it's time to move on to the next couple minutes.
All right, here we go. Next 20 minutes. Bye. Judy Hobbs, the bunny that Matt wants to fuck.
Little rabbit.
Little baby bunny.
The rabbit went down the hole.
Got that fluffy white tail.
All right, so we've watched another couple minutes of
We've watched
Halloweentown.
another 25 minutes. Where to start? What has gone on? They tried to make a spell with grandmother, I almost said Willow, Cromwell. Didn't work because they tried to use an instant version of
Yeah.
a spell.
It doesn't work that
Cheap
way.
and modern. Gosh.
And the
you have to do it
microwave.
from scratch.
She's
She pressed-
boxed in a microwave.
Bubble,
with Matt's
bubble,
favorite
toil,
part.
and trouble
Yes.
is the setting on the microwave.
Oh, so amazing.
This is an incredible movie.
It's very good.
Cutting edge.
Mom has come back into the picture after she realized the children were gone.
I think she took a little drinking binge in between, though.
Yeah, she's probably on some Ambien right now. Ugh. But she's
Look at
there.
her looking at her kid right now on pause. She is so disgusted with them.
Like, you fucking
Look at her
smartass.
hating that kid. Oh,
I mean, I hate that kid too, actually.
She's still wearing her dead husband's clothes.
every day.
But
every
we've-
day.
But we've picked up that Dylan also is wearing the
Dylan also wears
Yes.
his dead father's clothes. It's rough for a single mom in 1998.
Yeah.
Marnie got to pick out a broom, and
Very cool broom.
very, very cool broom.
What's the name of the
Matt.
broom?
It's the Windsweeper 5000.
The Wind Sweeper 5000.
5,000.
525,000. Wind sweepers.
Minutes.
And Luke, the big cheese, introduced himself.
Marnie had a weak ass comeback to the big cheese.
I mean, yeah. So Luke, the troll guy, I guess, he introduces himself to Marnie. He's trying to be like a badass. And Marnie, he refers to himself as the big cheese. And Marnie says something, like he invites her out to eat or something. She's like, I was feeling hungry until I smelled something stinky. Must have been the big cheese. And I'm like, you can't say stinky and think that like this is going to be cool.
Yeah. no.
You already know it's not cool anymore.
Like she walked up like she was about to be like, listen here, bitch. And like
yeah.
throat
Like,
punch
listen,
him.
motherfucker, you got a small dick.
Yeah,
She's
beat him
like,
with her broom.
You're stinky.
Which, like, she's got a mouth on her from the way that she's talking to her
Oh,
mom, where she's
God.
just like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and join a bike gang. Like, no bike gang will take you,
I'm like,
Marnie.
I'd be like, if I were her mom. So Marnie talks back to her mother once her mother arrives. And she's like, I'm going to run away and I'm going to join a biker gang. And if I were her mom, I'd be like, fucking go. Do us both a favor. Join a fucking biker gang, you smart ass little bitch.
Drop her. Drop kick
My
her.
mom would tell me if that were me. I brought you into this world.
I'll
I
take
can
you out.
take you out.
Yep, 100%.
I'm trying to see what else we got.
Which
in
is
here.
murder. You can't do that.
Oh, we
But-
didn't mention, because this happened right after the pause, but Sophie also got on the bus. So she's
Yes,
with the
Sophie
crew.
is there.
Yeah, so there is some magic. Again, Sophie has magic.
Marnie has yet to prove that she has magic for me. I'm
Well-
not
So,
convinced she
so they
has.
kind of
That's
said at the
part of the
beginning
thing.
is if you get to your 13th birthday and you haven't done your training, you lose your powers forever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's at her 13th birthday, so I think like her powers are
weak as
weak
fuck.
as hell, yo.
Yeah, where Sophie's secretly been practicing
Sophie
forever.
is young and she still has, plenty of time to train. I'm also sorry if you can hear my dog chewing.
It's all good.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to stop him. He's happy.
It's his birthday. We let him chew.
My favorite character so far is a tie between either the skeleton cabbie
Benny.
Benny, who I just actually genuinely think was a pretty decent special effect for like a TV movie in 1998. Like you point out, like the way that
His brow bones were moving.
yeah, like it was. I couldn't tell if it was all puppetry or if there was like a little bit of like early 90s CGI in there or not, but it looked good.
I think it was a mix of both because like
First
the
of all-
eyebrows move,
first of
but
all-
there's no parts.
It's not early 90s. This is late 90s,
Sorry,
Matt.
late 90s.
Late 90s CGI. Thank you.
Well, when you're as decades old as he is, you'd get it mixed
Yeah.
up too.
So
Man, you are just...
80s.
We are
50s,
fucking
60s.
laying in to Matt tonight about his age.
I just know the economy.
He's
was
74,
good
by the way. I missed that. What?
then. He says, "I just know the economy was good then."
I also really love the broom salesman. Who's
Because that was you in Halloweentown. The broom salesman in this movie is Matt in a Beetlejuice blazer selling brooms to little smart-ass witches.
and in true Disney and I guess in general kids television, when you're watching it in your 30s, it's very clear that the mayor is the villain.
You don't know that. Also,
I'm-
spoiler alert.
I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked ahead, but I'm confident.
Andrew and I discussed that Mayor Calabar has an ominous face. He has a bit of an evil tone to his skin and his eyes and his soul.
He has an evil, ominous face that also appears in a cauldron later on, and
How do you know?
I could tell those
You
eyes.
don't know that's him. We don't know who that is yet. It has
You
not
don't
been
know.
revealed.
Yep, you have
Kinda
no
looks like-
idea.
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
If
Listen,
anyone
if I
to
was
be
judging a
concerned
book by
about,
his cover, I trust him because he looks like Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World, and Mr. Turner was great. This guy
he does
seems
not
evil.
look like Mr. Turner.
And apparently he used to date their mom, which is creepy.
Well, he's trying to
How
get
do you
that.
know
Daddy's
these
dead,
things?
so he's trying to...
The conversation that just
Did
happened.
you not just see all that last part? She walked into his
It's like,
office,
hey, we can go back
and
to
he's
our
like,
old spots.
He turned a dead rose into
what did
a
he
live
do?
rose.
What did he do?
Oh, That's what he did. And do you not remember? She even flirted back and was like, you always let your magic do the talking.
That's true.
Is magic slang for dick? I think so.
I think so too. And what kind of magic was he doing with that dude?
Dick magic.
Dick magic.
Dick magic. Dick magic. She was riding his broom all night long back in the day. Back
What do you
before
think
she
it's
met
like for-
her human husband, and then he died, and now she's wearing his clothes.
Did she kill him? Because
Probably. She
wanted to come
probably
back with magic
accidentally
dick?
killed him with magic, and that's why she won't let her kids do it. We never got that backstory,
Well, there
but
are
that's what
3
I'm
of
going
these,
with.
So maybe it's the plot line of Halloweentown 3.
It's not.
It isn't.
I love he only had like maybe 10 seconds of screen time, but the weird fucking little bat secretary.
Desk. You have a guest.
He was cute. He looked like Rowdy. Didn't he, boy?
He did.
He looked
Yeah.
like you
He was
cutie.
like rowdy mixed with Furby mixed with Gremlin.
Yeah, he's very
But
cute.
that rowdy-ish look.
He's cute.
We got a little bit of the history of Halloweentown's origins, which was told at very rapid speed by the grandmom. She was just like, oh yeah, everyone tried to kill us on Earth, so we just made our own world.
So the humans didn't like the magical folk and thought they were evil and tried to kill them. So then they tried to torture them or like make their lives miserable. But that was turning the magical folk evil. So they decided to build their own world, which is Halloweentown, which doesn't seem like it's a world. It seems like it's a town.
Yeah, it seems it's
Well,
a
it's
very tiny
Halloweentown,
world.
not
They could have been
Halloween
Hollow
World.
World.
And the only
Hollow World.
Yep, that's right. Hollow World.
Halloween World.
Nope. Hollow World.
Hollow Worlding?
Hollow Whirling.
World of Hollow.
Ween.
Or that.
World of Hollow.
Happy
World
Hollow
of
World.
Hollow.
Happy All Hallows World.
Een.
Eve.
Een.
I'm gonna delete this last note. But yeah.
Why are we deleting it? What was the note?
The last note
I
was just
really
like,
want to fuck a rabbit right now.
I can't stop thinking about Judy Hopps.
the last.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, that's your fat guy voice. That hurt.
It's just an inner fat voice. When you really like something, sometimes you gotta talk like this
Yeah.
and go, yeah.
That's when you're sweating, you're halfway eating
He's
whatever
like,
you
"Oh."
love and you want more.
There's like these fucking chicken fingers and sour cream are so good.
Yeah.
I gotta finish it.
Gosh, that's beautiful.
That's what that voice is. We've all been there. Don't lie. You're like a couple bites into a Chipotle burrito and you start getting the meat sweats and you're just like, oh god, I gotta finish this. You know it's
Well, I'm
true.
glad
And you
that
do it.
It only took 24 episodes for the voice to actually have an origin story, but
It's always had an origin story. You should have asked Gia and I. She's the originator of that voice. I have merely adopted it.
but the last quote that I deleted was it just said "fuck you, Dylan," and it was
Fuck Judy Hopps is what it said.
But it was when she's like, "I can cook," and he's like, "If you count pouring cereal into a bowl."
First of all,
guess."
I ate cereal tonight. Go fuck yourself, little Timmy. You bastard.
But
Literally, because your dad is dead.
oh my god, driving it.
That's
home.
fucked up. I'm sorry, little Timmy. Did you know I oh my god, my
He is a bastard, isn't he?
so a bastard what so I think the technical or the literal definition of a bastard is someone who's born out of wedlock.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh,
bastard.
I am too.
I'm a literal bastard. That's the way it is.
I'm not.
Well, Lonnie fucking da for
So
having
cool.
married parents when you were born.
I got divorced right after.
Yeah, but you were not a
Well, it's
bastard.
probably your fault.
Matt
we were
and
hoping
I
I would fix it, but
did you get to go to your parents' wedding?
Yeah, I was at my parents'
Yeah,
wedding.
fuck you. I wasn't invited to my parents' wedding.
I mean, I don't remember much. I was 10 months old.
oh,
but-
really? My parents got married when I was 3 months old, and they couldn't take me. They're like, nah, leave her at home. Nah, we good. Stay home. That's what they said. Wasn't even invited.
we're gonna pretend she's not here yet.
If my mom hears this, she will flip out. She doesn't listen to it anyway, but she screams at me anytime I'm like, yeah, I'm the bastard of the family. She's like, no, you're not. Why would you say that? And I'm like, well, because the literal definition is. And she's like, well, that's not true. And I'm like, according to Webster, it is.
Well, for me, it was my parents would write all different things down on the calendar, and they got married maybe like 3 weeks before my first birthday. And I was a kid looking at the calendar, and I'm like, well, wait, how is it your 12th wedding anniversary, but I'm turning 13? And they were like,
They're like, oh, fuck, he can do math.
and they're like,
We shouldn't have named him Matt.
and then I just started telling everyone. I was like, did you know my parents got married after I was born? Like, I was just like, real.
Speaking of weird things like that, and this is getting off topic, I'll rein it in after this. I'm sorry. But when I was little, so my little brother was born 3 years after me. My parents were married. Good for him. Like, congratulations. And my mom had the baby, whatever. I couldn't give two shits. Was not interested at all. But my dad took me to the hospital to see my little brother, and my dad was wearing a black shirt. And we're waiting, we're in the lobby, whatever, we're somewhere in the hospital. And I go around the waiting room, and I'm telling everyone there at 3 years old. And I'm like, well, not even 3 yet. I was 3 a month later. I was like, I have a black dad. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, my dad is black, because he was wearing a black shirt. And, and they would just like look at my dad, and they'd be like, okay. And then my dad takes me to see my mom, and I'm like marching down the fucking hall, and I apparently stop this doctor, and I'm like, come here. And he like apparently like bends down, gets down on his knees. He's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I have a black dad. And he's just like, that's great. And I'm like, yep, I have a black dad. And then I just keep going, just keep marching down. And then I go see, like, there's my mom and like my infant brother, and I don't fucking care. I just keep moving past them. And I go to the other person in my mom's room, and I'm like, hey, I got a black dad. And she's like, okay. And my dad was like, I can't get her to stop doing this. She just keeps doing it. And my mom's like, well, I guess you're black. For the record, my dad is black, so.
All right. Well, let's wrap up Halloweentown.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're back.
It's 2 p.m. Good afternoon. You're just getting out of school because you're all
Children.
teens.
Did they get out of school that early?
I got out at 2:30.
I got out 3:15.
In high school?
Yeah. My whole school career was like
No, I think in high
8:30
school
to
we got out at
2:15.
2:30, but my senior year I got out at 1.
I barely went to school my senior year.
Was that seventh period study hall or something?
No, so where I went to school, where I graduated from at least, we didn't have like 7 classes in a day. That's what we did in Maryland. But like, I forget how they did it. It was fucking weird, like block scheduling.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I also was like taking college credits, so I could get out early. And I just go to the barn.
Super cool. All right, so
Halloweentown.
Halloweentown's over.
We finished it.
So I enjoyed it, but my question is for you guys: did it hold up, or was it a disappointment?
I still like it.
Yeah, it held up.
Cool.
I mean, obviously, it was way more fun as a 5 or 6 year old watching it, but
Yeah, I think I mentioned in our Disney Channel original movies episode that we did that I really liked that they humanized a lot of like the traditional Halloween monsters.
Yeah.
They kind of make them more human and more relatable, like the vampire getting her tooth pulled, the werewolf being a hairdresser, things like that. It kind of made them feel more human and less scary for me when I was younger. And I still think that's fun today.
you see even more of that in the second one.
Yes.
They're really into like their world. But it's really a lot of things came back. Obviously, I haven't watched it in forever, but it was cool. Matt, you had talked about it before, but like the costumes being pretty good.
Yeah,
they were pretty good for being a Disney Channel original. All the different stuff, the
And,
masks.
Like, so obviously, spoilers ahead, but we finished the movie. Grandma, Aggie, and Gwen, the mom, get frozen in time essentially by the bad thing, as Sophie calls it. We don't know who the bad thing was until the very end. But anyway, they're frozen. So Marnie, Dylan / Little Timmy, and Sophie all decide they're going to band together, get the ingredients for the potion, which is sweat of a ghost, a vampire's fang, and the hair of a werewolf. Through a series of very fortunate events, they are able to get all of those ingredients and make the spell. And they light the talisman. they go into town to essentially put it in the giant jack-o'-lantern in the center of the town square, where they run into Luke again. He decides that he wants to help them because the bad thing really is bad, and he didn't think it would go this far.
Surprise! It always does.
Right before they put the talisman in the jack-o'-lantern, the bad thing arrives, and in a crazy twist of events,
It's our current president.
it's Donald Trump. Close. It's actually Mayor Calabar.
Fucking Mayor Calabar.
He usually lets his magic do the talking, but instead he does a lot of talking about how he's going to take over everything. And while he's talking, Marnie makes a run for the jack-o'-lantern to put the talisman in, and Calabar's like, "Oh, fuck you, bitch, no!" And he like jumps in front of her and starts zapping her with this weird electricity shit he has. But it turns out he's zapping Luke because it's another twist.
That's a done.
Twist.
Meanwhile, Marnie is at the jack-o'-lantern. She gets zapped in the back just as she's throwing the talisman in there, and she dies for a second. And she comes back, and she drops the talisman in, and gravity works like
Bingo bongo.
fucking perfectly.
Like magnets.
And that talisman lands in the jack-o'-lantern, and it all lights up. And then
Victory.
all the people that were frozen in time come back to life. And then there's blah, blah, blah. Calabar gets a hold of the talisman. He's wielding it against the Cromwells and is still going to take over everything. But then Grandma Cromwell, Mom Cromwell, Marnie, and Sophie band together. And then, lo and behold, little shithead Dylan also has magic powers because his fingers start getting all jazzy and sparkly. And he finally joins them
Spirit
and
fingers.
starts humming along with them. And they defeat Calabar. And everyone's happy. And then Luke has a very important job to do. He is driver of the party bus that's taking everyone back home. The end.
Also, he reveals his goblin face.
Oh, he also is hideous. He is hideous, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I actually, you've covered most of the plot, which was 99% of my notes.
Yep. Got it.
Nailed it. Few things. Mom's out of practice with magic, so she accidentally covers Luke in flowers, which was like a weird little joke that was in there. She's like,
I saw that, yeah.
I'm going to take your powers, and then he just like has flowers. And he's like, I said powers, not flowers, or something like that.
Oh, to be a witch.
To be a witch.
They
I
turned
am a
Benny
witch.
evil, which I was not a fan of.
Yeah, Benny was taken over by Calabar.
Oh, I get it. I just don't like evil Benny.
Well, he's not evil anymore. He was a man possessed, okay? You can't blame
Yeah,
him.
he didn't know. They never really talked about that, though. They didn't talk about really... There was also no mention that Sophie had powers the whole time.
Yeah, she actually had the most
Nobody
powerful
recognized
powers.
Well, her mom did, because when she makes the cookie float in the beginning and starts going towards her mom goes, "Ugh, not again,"
Yeah.
and like grabs
okay.
it. So I think she had been exhibiting signs of powers, and like her mom knew.
The only other two notes that I had written down was that the scene with the ghost, he's got like this old-timey gangster voice. He's just like, nah, see, stop picking on me just because
Like,
I'm a
hey,
ghost.
kid, nah, get out of here.
He's like-
But Luke kind of has that too, if you noticed.
Yeah, it's
He's got
very-
like that cool guy, like shit in my mouth talk.
Yeah.
They were very stereotypical with a lot of the accents.
Yeah,
I agree.
very offensive. Disappointed in you, Disney.
Wow.
Very
Disney.
late 90s.
Late 90s racism.
Yes.
But then the last thing I had written down was something that we were talking about,
It was
which
very
is that
subtle.
Marnie has just the ability to not spill a single drop of potion, and she's just like, huh, huh, pouring it into the talisman.
Yeah, with like that weird ass ladle.
She's basically pouring a cauldron. No, yeah, she has a ladle that she literally like flips upside down, and it all magically is just in
It
this.
just goes right into this little cylinder
Yeah, it's like
that is the talisman. It's fucking witchcraft, dude. What can explain that?
It'd be
See, I
like
thought it
trying
was
to
just bad
fill it'd be like trying to fill a super soaker with a ladle. Like it would spill
And you don't
everywhere.
spill a drop. This is witchcraft, dude. Have you ever practiced witchcraft?
That's very true.
That's true.
Yeah, so you
Good
don't
point.
fucking know.
You got me. It's been a very witch-heavy October over on DisNeato.
Hello, Salem.
My name's a Winifred.
What's yours?
So is there anything else you want to throw in there about Halloweentown?
You know, this is a long shot, but if I ever have kids, long shot I know, but stick with me. I would like them to watch this because I had a lot of fun watching it as a child. I think I would have a lot of fun, even with my nephew, watching it with him. I think it just kind of has like this really fun, magical Halloween spirit.
And it's pretty quick.
Well,
Like,
I fucking love that shit.
Like,
you
it
know,
holds the
this
kids'
witch
attention.
goes to bed at 9 o'clock every night,
I
and
know.
she needs to put on a movie at 7, and it needs to be done.
You texted me at like 9:25 the other day, and I'm like, what are you
Yes,
doing?
I watched Ghostbusters for the first time, and it kept me up 20 minutes past my scheduled bedtime. But I watched it.
All right, anything else before we sign off?
Andrew.
Well, I think that Halloweentown did hold up its original kind of glory and was a nice little movie to watch. Still ain't got nothing on Hocus Pocus.
Oh, we are not even comparing the two.
Just want to say, well, listen, I've been seeing some fucking memes. It's like, which one's yours?
What the
like,
fuck
which
meme
is the
are
better
you looking
Disney
at?
movie?
I have a problem with this.
Well, I have a problem with a lot of things, and that's one of them. Hocus Pocus clearly is the winner.
I want to know who's comparing Halloweentown to Hocus Pocus.
That's right.
Because that's some bullshit.
That's right.
We said it before. I'll say it again. Halloweentown is the poor man's Hocus Pocus. And I mean that with a lot of respect. But it is the poor man's Hocus Pocus. Don't you fucking compare. It can't be done. Are there any musical numbers in Halloweentown? I'll tell you, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, there's not. No musical numbers
Agreed.
in Halloweentown.
Bullshit. Is it even like there's not really music?
No. It's like weird little instrumentals throughout that make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like fuck that.
Do I need to remind you about the music in Hocus Pocus? I don't think I do.
I don't think so either.
But I will sing it if that's what you all need. Don't make me do it.
You're always welcome to sing.
I put a spell on you. And now you're mine.
All right.
I put a spell on you. And it was strong. So strong. So strong. So strong. Ah! I got him.
You got me. It was good. Okay, now I feel good. Well, everybody, as you can imagine, since we finished watching the movie and finished talking about it, it's time to wrap up.
It's time for you to let us know your thoughts on Halloweentown. If you give us anything comparing Halloweentown to Hocus Pocus, we will not respond. Don't send us that shit. We don't at us with that mess, okay?
Rude.
Very rude.
Wait, but where can they reach us, Brooke?
Okay, let me see if I can go through my spell book really quick and pull this up for you. DisNeatoPodcast@gmail.com.
1.
You could go directly to our website, DisNeatoPodcast.com, and email us from there.
2.
We have a Facebook group called DisNeatos.
3.
I even logged on and posted some pictures this week. You're welcome.
Truth facts.
And we have a Twitter at DisNeatoPodcast.
4. 4 methods of contacting
4
us.
methods. You could also hit up producer Matt.
Or he'll hit you up.
Talk about bunnies. Whatever you are into. If you're into some weird shit like bunnies, please talk to him.
Please post your most erotic bunny photos to the
Please
Facebook page,
post
please.
so many erotic bunny photos.
Disney related, of course.
Of course.
A horse, of course.
A horse, of course. This is me looking at your brother. I'm relying on him to fulfill this.
Let's go, man. You can do this.
You can do it.
Send us some fun Photoshops, too. We like Photoshop.
And let us know your thoughts on Halloweentown. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Boop.
Disney sex sells.
What kind of sex sells?
Disney sex sells.
I mean, look at all the Disney stars and what they're doing today.
Yeah.
Selling themselves based on sex.
Look at Zac Efron. What's he doing?
Makes me think of the Family Guy episode. I
Flash.
think with the Jonas Brothers, like humping at the crowd. What is that? Is that Family Guy?
That's South Park.
It's South Park.
South Park.
Yes. Oh my god.
And Mickey comes out and is like, where are the rings?
Oh, it's Disney related.
Yeah.
Check. Hey, do you guys like horror movies?
I do.
Do they always have to be good movies?
No way.
I prefer them to be crap, personally.
Well, then you guys are in luck, because Horror Movie Night is your expert podcast on both horror movies, good, bad, and gooey. It's just a show of three friends.
Two brothers and a friend, I think you would call it. But we're all friends here. You know,
We're friends.
We goof
We're all
around.
friends here.
Yeah.
We goof around, but we talk about movies, but we normally don't actually talk about movies, which is kind of weird. It's a weird dynamic. You have to really listen to understand it. But we put together a show every Friday morning. You can find our show hmnpodcast.com. We're part of the Geekscape Network. We are, we're good guys. You should check us out. We're good, silly guys. We're fun.
Please like me.
Please.
That's pretty much the impetus of everything we do, is to be accepted.
We want to be loved. hmnpodcast.com.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network. You're listening to the Geekscape Network.